Let's say China. China.
China.
China. China. China.
China. China.
China. China.
China.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the season finale of the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's bloody exciting to be here. It's episode 18.
Episode 18.
Didn't need a reminder this week.
You didn't need a reminder.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. And as always, joining me, I think he's got another fresh haircut. Please welcome Turch.
Thank you, lovely Kieran. And with us, if you could hear it, is our live studio audience. Somehow we got three lovely ladies with us.
That's
and Niall. I don't know how that worked out. I didn't realize this had such a attractive fan base.
They're all lovely, and it's the Easter episode as well.
It is the Easter episode. Happy Easter, everyone.
So they're wearing, not that I believe in Easter, but we've got one person's not wearing the Easter bunny ears.
You're wearing her ears.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh,
another one?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Now, I have to make an apology.
Yes.
Well, it's not really an apology.
Put some sad music under this one. Before you make the apology...
Okay.
No, go on.
All right.
I want to hear this. Because there'll be a second apology later, I'm sure.
Now, as some of the people in the studio audience might realise, or are home listeners, that the last episode was put up a little bit, not too late, but just a touch late.
The essence of late.
And as the CEO of this podcast, I
took off another... They're all playing bingo, by the way. All our studio audience is playing bingo. I think someone's already won.
As the CEO of this podcast, I took action. As firm action as the CEO is required.
As firm as Luigi's penis from last episode.
Even firmer. And I got the podcast up. So thank you to me.
You did it?
And,
I'm very proud. It was only 50 texts to me to get it right.
I'm going to sack the person responsible for it, because that's what the CEO should do.
Yes. Yes. And give yourself a pay rise. It's always very important to do.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Kieran, this leads into the rant, and a perfect $1 million segue it is.
Yes.
What's your rant about today?
Oh, it's a good one. I actually have a rant for probably
I
the
know,
first
this
time.
is the first time. You've always outsourced. But today, very special, for the season finale, episode 18. What is your rant?
Well, it's a little bit sad, but then I get frustrated. And I'm sorry to Niall, who's already heard this. But, and we'll put some sad music in here. Right.
Has to remind himself.
It's always good that I tell myself what to do. No, I had a car accident on Thursday. Which I informed a few people about.
Yes.
And I may not have told you the details.
Yes. So get bogged down in them. That's what I'm here to do.
Never do I get bogged down in the details. Hey, don't tick it off. I haven't told the story yet.
All right.
Or the rant. It's a rant.
It's a rant.
So I was driving home about 150 meters from this recording studio.
Amazing.
With Jim.
With Jim. This is the cleanest I've seen the studio as well. I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I was driving along, right? Had stopped at the crossing intersection where the children cross, right? It's a high school, by the way. I think this is very important. So that was fine. Continued on, probably going about 20 kilometers an hour, right? And it was right on smack bang 330, and a kid on his bike rode out onto the road, and he got the side of my car. He ended up in the air and
no way.
Yeah, on my windscreen, and then rolled off. Right.
Holy fuck.
So at the time, very, very traumatic. Right. Anyway, I got out, and the kid was okay, and that was more important. The kid was fine. Anyway, fast forward, long story. Don't want to get bogged down in details.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're doing very well so far. I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much. So he was fine. Anyway, my car windscreen smashed.
Yeah.
As far as the paint job's gone, he's managed to get the passenger door, the side mirror. He's got the front bonnet. The bike's gone over the top of the car. So he scratches it up top of the car. It's also got the left-hand passenger door.
Oh wow! Like all the way, like
So
full
basically, the
360.
front half of the car is the number plate was dinted, and which I've got to admit, he didn't go to hospital.
Yep.
So he only went to the GP, so that was good. And I was lucky I wasn't even doing 40 k's an hour.
That's right.
Now this is the interesting thing. According to the police, I rang the police and spoke to the police. Civilly, I'm okay.
Yep. Beautiful.
So haven't civilly okay. Witnesses voice said this kid has been riding out and doing this a number of times. He's been riding out onto the road.
Perfect. You're clean,
right? And witnesses saw it, so that's fine. But this is where I'm now a bit annoyed.
Yep.
Insurance wise,
yeah.
Insurance wise, I'm at fault.
Yes.
And now this kid's probably 15 or 16, so he's what we would consider a mature minor. And I think that's very important because that means I think he's eligible to be sued. Now,
anyone can be sued. Just gotta get the right lawyer.
So insurance-wise, I'm at fault. And from an insurance perspective, you have to stop for a passenger. And a person on a bike, even though he rode out onto the road, and I'm entitled to be in that space at that time,
Yep.
He's considered a pedestrian.
Really?
Yeah, considered a pedestrian. And so I've got to pay my excess. All right, that's whatever. Let's pay that because there's stacks of damage. Okay,
Get it done.
Just getting it done. But they can't. The insurance can't. They said, we can't turn around and sue the person who rode out onto the road because the judge would throw it out of court. They would just dismiss the case.
Ugh.
We can't get our money back, so you're at fault. And I'm going, well, that sucks. Anyway, so as the weeks have sort of gone by, and this is partly why the audio recording was a little bit delayed because I've had no car.
Yep.
And then I've had to get my car towed, and then I've been relying on other people to get cars and get around the place.
I was going to say, it's very important, I don't know if you know this, to put a podcast up on iTunes, you actually have to have a vehicle. That's a very important thing.
You do. Absolutely.
I don't know if you knew that, people, but that's something that is in the fine print of iTunes is a requirement.
No, that's absolutely right. You do. Because I've got to go from the studio all the way to my house.
Yeah,
and it's a bloody long drive.
It's a long drive.
That's right. And I also forgot my Dropbox password account because I had to re-sign into that.
Nonetheless.
And then SoundCloud wouldn't work.
Oh.
So that had to be reset. But it got up. So, anyway, the last few days, I've just been really I just want to fucking,
Yeah.
really annoyed at that kid. It didn't take 2 seconds to.
Well, he's a kid.
I'm really annoyed that he can't be sued for the inconvenience that he's caused. What, Jess? What?
Just ignore it. Just continue with your
Sometimes I wish I live in America, then we could sue. That should be maybe on the bingo. How many times I say sue?
Yeah, that's more of a counting game rather than a bingo game. You only need to say it once for the bingo game.
I am now a firm believer that if you ride a bike on the road, you should be paying registration now.
Oh, no. See, gotta disagree with you.
Firm believer.
I don't even think they should wear helmets. Like fuck them.
Pay registration. If you're going to use that road, then you pay registration.
No, I don't disagree with you. That's more a government intrusion.
Oh, boo.
Tick it off.
Boo.
Did Alice already win bingo?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
No.
Claims that the government is too intrusive.
Yeah, that's right.
No, this is because I wouldn't be at fault if that kid had paid registration for using his bike on the road. I would not be at fault.
I can't imagine a minor or a child.
Well, make it free, but they've got to be registered.
That'll never happen. I guarantee you that will never happen.
As I move into politics, Turch, I will make it happen.
Well, if that's the case,
I might annoy all the cyclists, but who cares? They're probably greenies and hippies anyway.
Or middle-aged men in lycra.
Yes.
So your rant is that you can't sue the child.
Yes, that is my rant.
Because there's not enough government intrusion.
Yes. In summary, that is my rant.
I completely disagree with everything that you've said.
Oh,
Oh, well.
Do you have an article for us, Turch?
Yes, I do. Just taking my time here because I actually brought a whole bunch for this. All right.
Normally, I'm not the one that's not prepared.
Oh, I am prepared. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to do. And I think I want to do this one because this hits very close to home. Dwarf handed colouring book and crayons by waitress while on a date with fiancé.
How many times has this happened to you, Turch?
Not enough.
Ah.
The fact that they won't give a hairy Italian man crayons, I'm very offended. But James, who's 26 and he's 3'7", was on a romantic meal with his 5'7" tall girlfriend when the blunder happened. The dwarf took his fiancée to a restaurant for a romantic meal and was handed a children's colouring book and crayons by the waitress. It was only when the waitress heard James's deep voice that she realised her mistake and didn't serve the couple for the rest of the evening. So the gentleman stated that, as I was saying thank you to the waitress, she heard my voice and she knew I wasn't a child. She immediately put the colouring book back behind her back in shock. I am man enough to see the funny side. I would never take offence.
Oh, yeah, isn't that nice?
I'm so glad that short people have a sense of humour. I feel like tall people don't. Being a short person. See? So look how angry this gentleman is. Straight off the bat. Bloody Irish.
No, what I think is, because I think Niall's like 6'10".
Yeah.
And I'm only 6 foot, so
Yeah.
So I think
Or me
once
being
you
6'9".
once you get out of the bell curve, you
Yeah.
know that standard deviation above the norm, which is clearly Niall, then you become quite angry.
Yeah. But you know what the best thing about one of the best things about this article is it later goes on, like he says that he was bullied at high school, which isn't very good in this and that. But he also competed in the World Dwarf Games twice playing badminton.
This
at
is
a
World
national-
Dwarf game.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. I'm like, where they've had this whole. Thank you. I think Jess is. I think we've got a winner here coming up definitely for.
They got to yell out bingo,
They
and
gotta
we
do
have
it.
to confirm it.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I hear about the World Cup, the Olympic Games, the Special Olympics, but the Dwarf Olympics, Dwarf Olympic Games, World Dwarf Games, why isn't that televised? Where's that? I can't find it anywhere, and that's what I really want to watch. Have you ever seen that footage?
I've been to the National Rock Paper Scissors tournament.
How was that?
I don't know. I was at a pub.
But this World Dwarf Games.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Have you ever seen the footage of the dwarves racing the camel?
No.
Okay, so basically, these 4 Olympic champion dwarves
Yeah.
decide to race a camel in a 4x4 relay.
Okay. Yes.
Look, I'm not going to spoil the ending because the ending is absolutely magnificent. But all I can say is please check it out on YouTube. Everyone, we should probably post it as well because it's so good. Just to see these 4 little guys. Like, I have little legs, but these guys have ridiculously small, tiny little legs. It's amazing. And they're like going, and then someone added the Super Mario music to it.
Oh dear.
And it just makes it a whole other world of hilarity. But look, he took it in good. He took it well, right? But he still went, I'm going to call the news and do a story about this.
Did you draw a picture?
No, she took it off him before he could even use them.
Oh, boo. I would have wanted them back.
Yeah, I would have too.
Because it's a perfect excuse. If they're on the date and it's not working well, then you can go to drawing.
Well, this
Especially if
is
they've got the butcher's paper on the table.
this is
Go
his
straight into
fiance.
drawing.
This is his fiance. Like, you'd hope the date would be okay.
On the odd chance that it might not, then, you've got colouring pencils or whatever.
That's true. And you can always draw like your date, like a love heart. That says I'd like a blowjob in it.
Yeah.
They love that. That's a
Yep.
trick for all you gentlemen out there.
Or code for let's get some Hungry Jacks.
Not where your head's at, but his
I think he means hand jobs. You know what? I got a funny thing. Remember last episode we were talking about Luigi's penis?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you haven't listened to the episode, people, I strongly... But, so I found some more information about it.
Oh,
So
okay.
someone
So
decide-
just updating everyone in case
Yeah.
they haven't heard it.
I should.
There's a video game of,
Mario Tennis.
with Luigi.
Luigi.
And
he's
Luigi's packing.
And he's wearing like white tennis shorts, and it looks like he's packing. Quite well.
Like, well, because I know Daria hasn't listened to the episode.
Yeah, that's right. So, someone decided to do some measurements and come up with an answer, and apparently he's 3.7 inches flaccid. So
wow.
That's not bad. Good on him. What can I say? I'm very, very impressed. Here's $1 million segue. Kieran, what do you got?
Do I have a cracker?
So you can just edit this bit out until it makes you sound like you're really a professional.
Thank you. Alice was right. She's like, why don't you have it printed out? I'm like, I've got a phone. There's going to be no problems with it loading.
Told you so.
I'm just going to put it out there. Did you hear the end of the last episode?
No, I didn't.
No, because when you said that small latte for cum?
No.
Yeah.
I said that?
Yeah, you said that in there. So I slowed it down a little bit and put an effect on it so it sounds like small latte for cum. It's really great. I suggest you get on it.
There you go. Well, here's an interesting one for all our Groundhog Day fans. Punxsutawney, how do you say it? Punxsutawney Phil, wanted by police for bad weather forecasting.
All right. Continue.
The world's most famous groundhog could also be a jailbird. On February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow and predicted 6 more weeks of winter. However, when spring came to Pennsylvania last week, it was accompanied by a storm that brought several inches of snow to parts of the northeast on Wednesday and Thursday. This broke the camel's back for Captain Scott Martin of the County Sheriff's Office. Martin decided that he was tired of the rodent pretending to be a meteorologist, so he's put out an arrest warrant.
Okay, so
I think Bill Murray will probably cost him that.
are you telling me that the police have gone, we're going to arrest a rat because he can't forecast the weather?
That is correct.
I don't understand how any meteorologist on the news actually has a job who's not in prison. Like, Lavinia Nixon should be in prison.
And they should be registered with the government.
Bob has a real monopoly over that. What can I say?
They should all be registered, and then we can sue them. I'm just impressed that the sheriff's office didn't have anything else to do and decided that they would put out an arrest warrant.
Maybe it's like one of those fun things that the police do. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna put out an arrest warrant, blah blah blah. Bit some community spirit up. It'd be a bit funny. Like, it's like when the satellites, they go, oh, we see Santa flying over Australia and stuff like that, and they put it on the news for the kids.
You know, Air Services Australia, which does all the air traffic control stuff.
Yep.
Actually hire 2 staff members when it comes to Christmas time. Their job is to do all the PR.
See?
For
yeah,
Santa.
I would assume so.
Yeah, but that's good. That's a good marketing ploy. Like, there's probably a cost benefit analysis.
I would assume that there would be.
Why is the non-accountant talking about cost benefit analysis?
Because I don't like to. I only talk about accounting when I get paid to do so.
No, you don't. It's on the bingo card.
Oh, it is on the bingo card. That's tax. That's tax. Now, Kieran.
Yes.
Many episodes ago, I'm speaking fantastically today, we stated that we do a push-up competition.
Now, let me just jump in on this one.
Okay.
If I recall correctly,
yeah,
we said that we were going to have some kind of sausage rolls.
We got them.
And garlic bread.
We got
and we'll have a bit of a party. And that would be about it.
Well, look. I've been preparing.
Uh-huh.
I know that you've been preparing.
Absolutely.
And we have our official adjudicator here, Niall, who is the master of the push-up.
Yeah.
And he's even going to demonstrate how the correct technique of how to do the push-up.
He will.
Yep,
But he's going to take over because he's got a great commentator's voice as well. He's been on the show a couple of times now, and he's going to do that for us. And we're going to do the push-ups.
Well, I want to see the push-up first.
Yeah, okay.
Make sure it's regulation.
That's right. And then he's going to adjudicate, and the girls are going to clap because they're amazing. And And
Now, what were the rules again?
Now, the rules were that we have to do as many push-ups as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever stops first,
Okay.
or does less than the other person,
Okay.
has to read an apology written by the winner.
Yes. Okay.
Now, I have my apology that I've written for you, and I really want you to read it. And I had my top men
Yep.
help me write this letter because I wanted it to be the greatest apology you've ever done, and the only apology you'll ever have to do
So you're assuming that I'm going to lose.
That's a winning mentality. That's called a winning mentality. You're going to go in there and know that you're going to win.
I don't want to freak you out, Turch, but I've also written an apology
I'm
letter.
sure that you have.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I don't have it on paper because I use a computer.
I put it on a computer because I knew you wouldn't like them to read my handwriting, and I printed it and put it in this envelope. Everyone, can you see the envelope?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. See?
I don't like the fact that we've got witnesses.
That's why I want to do it today.
Oh, no, I've come down with a cold. Oh,
Well, that means I win. If I do one push-up then.
I never said I was not doing it.
All right, are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing
You want
it.
to do it right now?
Now, are we versing each other at the same time? Or,
Yes,
or
so-
one after another? Because
so-
that's
so-
space. We can't do it at the same
No,
time.
no,
We're
we
not
can do
gonna
it there.
fit
We can do it at the
So
same-
what we'll do? I'll go after you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know the benchmark.
Right.
And then I'll kick your ass.
All right. So, does everyone want to see me do as many push-ups as I can? Wait, out of curiosity, how many do you think you could do?
200?
200?
250?
Hey, would you like to bet? Would you like to bet that you can't do more than 25?
Sorry, one second. I'm being distracted. No, come over to the mic. No, come
Bring
over,
the
come-
mic closer.
No, I don't move for anyone.
Yes.
I think I think you should say. I think you should flip a coin to see who goes first. Kieran, I will even let you call heads or tails.
Heads.
All right. I got an official coin here. Let me just get. It's a 20-cent piece.
Oh, that's regulation.
You can check it out. It's a real 20-cent piece. It's a real 20-cent piece.
Inspect that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got the platypus on it.
See, I did the 20-cent piece. So
For our
you can-
American listeners,
20 cents is about 16 cents US.
What's a platypus?
yeah, that's what I was going to go. A platypus. Platypus is an Australian animal. It's very iconic, unlike the Australian cricket team.
He's getting bogged down in detail.
Oh, Jess got the bingo. Okay, Jess, bring it over here. What did you get? So Jess has
That is
just,
hardly being bogged down in details. I think we're going to...
so Jess has got bingo. So what does she got here? She's got Turch talks about his job accounting. A story is brought up about sex. Turch complains that the government is too intrusive, and Kieran gets bogged down in details. Yep, that checks out. I wonder if we could fill up
win?
nothing. It's just a fun game.
Congratulations, you have won. And this is our sponsor tonight. It's the Natural Confectionery Company. No artificial colours, no artificial flavours. It's Sour Patch Lineups. Sour, then sweet. That's Sour Patch Lineups.
All right, Niall, flip the coin. Let Kieran call it.
Heads. We have a platypus.
Oh, and that means, Kieran, I get to choose who goes 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you should go first.
Okay.
So, Kieran, please make your way down to the push-up competition. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, because if you talk quite loud into the mics, we can actually catch up everything that's being said here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this around, and when he does one.
Yeah, no, you sit in front.
Yeah. No, I'll grab that other mic. When Kieran does one push-up, up and down, it's both an up and down motion. We're going to count it. We're going to count it. There's a Simpsons reference. You can put that. We're going to count. We're gonna make sure that. Oh, he's even got the mat. See, like he knew he was going to do
Weak.
this.
You are weak.
Now, how many pauses am I allowed?
No, we're just gonna. You know, we said all these pause, but let's go as many as we can straight until you collapse.
That's a filthy yoga mat.
I feel like I need a recording just doing this.
All right, here we go. So, Kieran, we're all going to count these up. We've got so many witnesses, it's hilarious.
Empty your pockets, mate. You need all the help you can get.
You can do it.
All right,
No, we can't.
ready?
That's a wide stance, Kieran.
One, 2,
Two,
three,
a bit creaky. 4,
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 8.
grand
8.
total of
8
8.
push-ups. All right, Kieran, I will make you a deal because I can absolutely do more than 8 push-ups. I will do the. Do you want me? Your choice. I can do the regular ones, more than 8, or I can do the ones where you clap and then do the push-up. All right, here we go.
There we go. All right.
He needs to be in Speedos or something.
Hang on a second. Let me catch his count of breath. All right. He's weak. He's pointless. He's useless. Oh, there's
2,
1.5.
3,
1 3/4.
5, 6, 7.
There's 3.
Oh, it's slipping 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10.
I didn't need to do any more because I had 1. So, Kieran, can I have our lovely, sexy Alice showgirl pass off the lovely 200-word apology that you must read.
Damn it.
So here we go. Every word, Kieran, as clear as you can.
It's only not even half a page.
It's 200 words.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Here we go. I, Kieran, must gracefully accept defeat in the We Only Do One Take podcast 2008 push-up competition. Turch is better than me at push-ups and more handsome than me in every way. Not only that, his jokes are far better than mine. I'm only half as good as you. I cannot even pronounce words. Oh, shit. I cannot even pronounce words like amenities. Quiche. I know how to say this, but it's not how it reads. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. And anemones. I will never challenge you again to a push-up competition, even if I think about it again, which would be unfathomable.
That wasn't even in the other sentence.
I will have to suffer the punishment, which I will now state. I will read the Bible out loud, especially my favourite books. Doing El Excelsius and 1 Theolosonians. I will even make a small yet appropriate donation to the Orthodox Lutheran Church. Got a funny story about that. Back when I was...
No, finish it up. I know that you're only halfway.
The hand movement.
No, back when I was 10 years old, I was living near Knoll.
Read the letter.
And the...
Apology.
Alright. Fucking bucket. Alright. I will drink a shot of Worcestershire. I will drink a shot of Worcestershire and Sharia sauce with quinoa. Despite what...
That's quinoa.
Quinoa, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Despite what it'll do to my bowels and despite what digestive system, and despite that it will cause me to produce a copious amount of phlegm. I may be gaining my doctorate, but I definitely won't be An orthogynecologist.
I wrote the word for ear, nose, and throat surgeon.
An otorhinolaryngologist. In order to appropriately gesticulate my appreciation, I will solemnly genuflect upon a
Genuflect.
a synantilating taspert. Tapestry purchased from the haberdasher. The
Oh, we're not done yet, people.
Can we get this interpreted?
Yeah.
the end. I ate poo.
So pass it around to all the fans to enjoy the luscious words of your apology.
Azerbaijani haberdasher. You fucking idiot.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, that was well done.
Thank you. I worked all afternoon on that. All afternoon on that.
You know how to say Worcestershire.
He knows I'm dyslexic.
I just thought to myself, there's only one way I can do this, and that is to make sure that I've only got limited amount of words, and I had to be very succinct. And I thought to myself, the only way I can do that is to use fun words. A copy of that will be sent to you, and you can post it
On the Facebook page.
on the Facebook page.
On the
I think,
Facebook page.
because I think everyone's going to really enjoy that. And we've actually got a video of it too, so I'll put this video up
Ah, shit.
later on. Kieran, would you like me to go through an article?
Yes, please.
Oh, I do that. Oh. All right. So YouTube recently has decided that they don't like right-wing commentators at all.
Why would they?
Oh no, they're terrible. I mean, you know.
Terrible human beings.
But the big thing that they don't like is having
a kid.
Well, the big thing they don't like is that they don't like guns on YouTube. So recently, all gun bloggers, as effective, I think the 20th of April, 420, is when they're going to ban and disable videos for all YouTube bloggers that have guns, like a gun show on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, do you know where they're going now? They're deciding to go?
Is it called GunTube?
Nope. Close.
Don't know. Where are they going?
They're going to go to Pornhub. So Pornhub greets bloggers after YouTube gun ban is introduced. So YouTube has banned videos of showing people how to manufacture or modify their guns and accessories. Many firearm enthusiasts have noticed that some of their videos have been removed from the video sharing website and that some of their channels have been suspended. Prominent gun video bloggers said that the move was an erosion of the US citizens' rights, and some said they will move their content to Pornhub instead. So basically, YouTube's policies state that they can't show videos of how to make firearm, ammunition, high-capacity magazines, or homemade silencers. You can't have one that shows that they're going to sell guns, and they can't show how to convert firearm to automatic or semi-automatic, and they can't show people how to install accessories or modifications. So if your video includes guns and any of those 4 topics, they're going to take it off YouTube.
Well, there's 2 things here, right? YouTube is not a public platform. Like, it is a privately owned...
Oh, absolutely.
It's a privately owned platform, and they can decide what they want to have on and not have on it.
Well, it just depends if they want to make money or not.
Well, they're going to make money on bloody 12-year-olds having their own YouTube channel,
It's very true.
which has got more likes than what we have.
Only just.
Yeah.
But look, they're all going to move to Pornhub now, which is really great. I mean, that means...
You get the best advice of Pornhub in the comments
I was going to
sections
say,
as
have you
well.
seen the Pornhub
Yeah.
comments? I've seen... There are no more politer comment section than Pornhub comment sections. If you ask a question there, like how to fix your computer, how to answer this maths question, you will get a better answer than you will on a YouTube comment section.
And our audience is in disbelief.
Because most of them are women. They don't understand. This is a community built around watching boobs.
Yeah.
That was the nicest way I could have said that. But true. So look, I'm
It is
saying.
a supportive environment.
So look, if you're not
It's a
watching,
caring environment.
if you're not watching your entertainment on Pornhub and getting your news from 4chan, you are way behind everyone else in society.
Actually, I want to get a comment from Niall. Niall, come over to the mic. Let's hear your perspective on this.
I've never been to Pornhub ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you'll like my little invention from last episode called Porn Savers. I think everyone should check that one out.
Oh, have you heard about this idea?
It's great. I'm not going to say it again. You got to listen to the episode. I'm not going to rehash content. I've already rehashed too much content. So look, like I said, I'm very happy for people to, if one platform's not working for you, go to a different one. And the fact that they're going to Pornhub, for me, that just makes it hilarious. Why not? I mean, as long as it's a good service and people can access your videos, it's all good.
That is, good on him. Good on him, and all the best. Wish them all the best.
Well,
On that platform.
that's like Patreon is doing the same sort of thing, getting rid of right-wing commentators. So a lot of them are going to this thing called Hatreon.
Right.
Which is a real thing, and it's actually created by the guy who started up a business that is selling plans to print 3D guns.
Okay.
So he was kicked off a whole bunch of stuff too,
Yeah.
including Patreon, because they're like, inciting violence. He goes, I'll just build my own. And it's called Hatreon. So, there's...
Should we set up our own Hatreon
I was going to
account?
say, I think we should do a Hatreon instead of a Patreon.
Oh,
I think this is good.
There you go. Well, as the CEO, I'll take responsibility
Thank
for
you.
that project.
Especially because I'm going on
And,
holiday. It's all yours.
And when do you come back, by the way?
I come back...
Just because our listeners will be going, when do they come back? Because this is
so
the
we'll be
season finale, and when will he be listening to them again?
So, for the first time ever, Kieran will be editing a podcast.
I'll put in a woo cheer there right
Yes, that's right. That's right. We don't even need the audience to do it. Thank you, everybody. So we'll be taking next week as a break to recharge. Kieran's going to be busy.
Are we only having 1 week break?
It's only 1 week, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
And then on the 10th.
Because I was being asked, like, how long's our season break? And I go, I don't
Just
know.
a week, mate. Just a week. We want to get right back into it. Because I've actually booked a guest for the 10th, believe it or not.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So we're back with an absolute huge bang on the 10th of April, which will be, that's when we're recording, but it'll be up on the 12th.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's just really so. Kieran, what's your article about?
I'll edit this part out while it loads. Apple employees at $5 billion glass spaceship campus are walking into walls.
Oh, those geniuses.
The Apple geniuses are
The
walking
Apple
into glass
geniuses,
walls.
yeah.
The rest of the article's boring. But I just wanted to read the headline because I thought that was hilarious.
That's a pretty good headline.
I know. Apparently, they've just got glass walls everywhere and they cleaned them really well. And now people are walking into them. Apparently, according to the San Francisco...
San Francisco.
It's called the San Francisco. I did read that one correct.
I'm very impressed.
I think it's a little bit like the What's Only Bugle. Got access to 911 emergency calls that showed that a person had been... they were actually bleeding. Slightly disoriented. Sorry, I thought that said something else. Are you impressed at how professional our studio was?
It sounds a lot better after we edit it.
Oh, absolutely. There have been, since they've launched earlier in the year, there has been 3 911 calls to people walking into glass walls at the Apple spaceship studio.
Oh, maybe they should make some content about how to not walk into glass doors. You know what? You know, in my house, how we've got those glass doors, and it's like glass to go to the outside of my house.
You mean like most people have glass doors?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
most
yeah.
people don't walk into them.
That's right. But I've had more family members walk into those glass panels than anything else.
Oh, there you go.
Really funny. Now, Kieran, we've got a whole studio audience here,
Yes.
and I would like to play a very fun game.
Okay.
So I'd like you to choose 2 members of the audience
Okay.
to come around. One or maybe one from that side, one from this side, and you can play 2.
Okay. Excellent.
And
That
we're going
sounds
to
good.
play a very fun game called High, Sober, or Drunk. I almost stuffed it up there. So high, sober, or drunk.
All right. Well, on that side of the table, I am going to pick the lovely Alice.
Yeah.
And on this side of the table, I am going to pick the lovely Niall Connolly. Stuff now. I'm going to pick Daria.
So Daria, make your way down. You're going to play some Price is Right, Come On Down music here, Kieran. Oh, careful of your scotch glass. It's another thing for the...
No, it's part of the bingo.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for playing. Kieran was like to me on the over text, hey, we should have some games for the last episode. And I said, great. That means I have to come up with some games for the last episode.
Did I think of that?
Well, you said you should come up with you said you should come up with some games, and I said, oh my god, of course I do.
That was brilliant. Good thinking, Kieran.
Thank you, Kieran. So I've come up with a game called High, Sober, or Drunk. So I'm going to read a headline and maybe a little, very short synopsis of an article, and everyone here has to guess if this person was high, sober, or drunk.
Okay.
And you win points accordingly. It's very easy. So, is everyone ready for article number 1?
Yes.
Man attacks Golden Arches after McDonald's refuses to make him 30 double cheeseburgers, police say. So a 37-year-old man was far from loving it when workers at McDonald's restaurant in Oregon refused to make 30 double cheeseburgers and he just tried to destroy the Golden Arches. Was he high, sober, or drunk?
To be fair, I would have done that sober as well.
So there we go. Daria's going sober. Alice, what do you think?
I'm gonna go high.
It's gonna go high. And Kieran, what do you think? Was this person high, drunk, or sober? You're gonna have to get closer to the microphone, darling.
Let's. Thank you. Can you read it again? I wasn't listening.
Certainly. The only man
let's
with
go high. Let's go
high. So we've got Alice as high, Kieran as high, and Daria as sober. And the correct answer is sober. The person was sober. So 1 point to Daria. Put a ding there. That's where you put the ding.
Dang. I'll just do it.
Just put your own sound effects. It's fine. It's fine. It's a lot easier for Kieran. Okay. Okay. So article number 2. I've only got 4 of these, so you know. Woman mistakes jail security booth for drive-through and tries to order breakfast sandwich and gets arrested. So a woman mistook a jail security booth for the fast food drive-through and attempted to order a breakfast sandwich and ended up in handcuffs on Friday, according to the county sheriff's office. Was this person high, sober, or drunk? Kieran, would you like to begin?
Thank you very much. I'm going to say high.
He's going to go high.
High.
Daria, what do you
I'm
think?
going to say drunk.
Going to go drunk. Alice.
I'm gonna go drunk as well.
Gonna go drunk as well. Kieran with the points. Here, this person was high. Yeah, she insisted that the driver insisted that she really wanted a sandwich. It's very exciting. So it's 1 point to Kieran, 1 point to Daria. Can you tell this game show is working really well?
Just wait till you hear the theme music I am going to put in this section.
Okay. Question number 3. Longwood man offers cop a hand job. A Florida man who was allegedly drunk driving. Oh well. All right. Luckily, I have one more. Okay. Mother crashes car into pole to prove to kids God is real. Police say.
Sober.
Police say mother intentionally crashed her SUV into a pole to prove to her 2 small children that God is real. The crash involved a 5 and 7-year-old kids, and all the exploitations were caught on camera. Was she high, drunk, or sober?
Fucking stupid.
Well, that's not one of the answers. Alice, what do you think?
Sober.
Sober. Who would like to go next? Like, it's a bit of give and take here.
Drunk?
Pardon?
Drunk?
Drunk. Dari's going drunk. Kieran?
Sober.
Sober. And the answer is sober. Kieran, 2 points. Daria 1. Alice 1. Kieran wins absolutely nothing. Thank you so much for playing the We Only Do One Take podcast game. Hi, drunk or sober?
Thank you. Can you pass me those chocolate things over there?
I worked so hard and I fucked it up.
The winner wins a Cadbury milk chocolate cake bar. That's the Cadbury cake chocolate milk bar. Oh, I won! Yay!
Just to let you know, that gentleman who offered a cop a hand job, he got arrested, and then he said, "Hey, get me out of this DUI. I'll give you a wristy." His bond remains at $1,000. Not bad, not bad. Kieran, have you got another fun article for us?
I do. I've actually got some cooking tips.
Okay. This is not... What show are we doing?
I've now turned it into a cooking show.
Thank you, yes. I noticed that.
No, well, I was looking for articles and I found this one and I thought this would be a good public service announcement. People like to cook bacon.
Correct.
Unless you're Jewish or...
Muslim, vegetarian, vegan.
Those things.
Yeah.
Right. So, I thought that... This is going to be a pain to edit with this paper in the...
Well done. Now you know how I feel. Hey, Kieran. Kieran, idiot say what?
How to get perfect crispy bacon without burning it. How do you do it, people ask. I'm sure a studio audience is wondering.
How do you do it?
And it's not by adding oil.
I've heard that this is the most... We've got a high energy audience with us today. I can really tell. So you don't use oil to cook bacon. Is that what you're telling me? You don't just
Absolutely
get crispy
not.
bacon, you don't
To
do
get
that.
crispy bacon,
Yeah.
you don't add oil. And I know people are listening to this podcast. They're on the road. They're driving. They really want to know the answer. So let's get to it. Crispy bacon is one of life's greatest pleasures. Achieving the perfect crisp for your bacon, however, isn't always that easy. There's a fine line between crispy and incinerated.
A whole new word. Usually the pigs are doing the incarceration.
If only there was a magic formula. There is. All you need to do is add a splash of water to the bacon.
There you go.
And then you'll get it nice and crispy.
So what? See, I'm not a good cook.
Well, I am.
Okay, so you can answer this question for me then. What's the difference between baking and roasting?
That's a very interesting question. And thank you very much for asking it, Turch. Baking is when you bake, right? So...
Scuba diving is when you're scuba diving. Tautology is... the first rule of Tautology Club is the first rule of Tautology Club. I'm so glad you've cleared that up for me there.
You
Kieran.
bake potatoes, right? Because the potatoes need to bake.
But you can also roast potatoes, but it's the same process.
Shut up for a second. No, they've got more H2O, more water in the baking process. Whereas the roasting process, right, they're going to be more crispy. They're going to be more... Less water is in them, so they're going to roast.
I'm so impressed. Anyway, so what does this have to do? What does this have to do with bacon? And what does the water do to the bacon that makes it so crispy?
Oh, don't ask me that part. I don't know. But that's it.
How often would you cook bacon?
I don't actually cook it that often.
Right. But if you would, how would you cook it usually?
I probably eat it more than I cook it.
Yeah, but how would you, if you were to cook it, how would you do it?
No, I'd put it on a pan.
Yeah.
Get the pan up to a medium heat.
Yeah.
Not high, medium heat. Medium heat. You don't need to do most cooking high heat. It can be done medium. The pan captures that warmth at medium heat. So medium heat.
Okay, what I want to know is,
bacon
Kieran,
strips.
what I
wouldn't even add oil.
what I really want to know is, Kieran.
I wouldn't add oil because the bacon's already got enough oil, right? So I'd put them. I would spread them out. Not that they're overlapping, but you know. So, but you know, you want to put a lot on, right? And
What's a Kieran size serving of bacon?
Standard size.
What's that? Like, how many do you go? Middle bacon?
Well, it shrinks.
Do you go like the middle bacon or the? I can't read that off the side of my head.
The bacon shrinks, right? So it's like when you cook mushrooms,
Right.
They shrink.
But
So
do you do like the
so you've
middle
gotta
bacon
put-
or the short bacon?
You've got to put more in,
Yeah.
because it's going to shrink.
You're gonna put more on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna put more on. Got it.
yeah. Yes, you are the moron.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it, I don't know, a handful or whatever it is.
Okay, so the big thing I
better
want to
to
know
have
is
too much than too little.
How much in milliliters or any kind of real measurement is a splash of water? That's what gets me with cooking. They make up these things like pinch of salt. What the fuck is that?
It's a pinch.
Just give me
It's a pinch.
a unit of measurement. You know what? Those are girl unit of
Don't let
measurements.
the government get involved
No,
in
no,
cooking,
no,
right?
no,
We're
no.
not trying to regulate
No, no.
it. We're not
Those
trying to
are-
regulate it, Turch.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you.
Deregulation
Yeah.
is what we're is
Regulate
what's cooking
your
about.
food, not your government. No, because those are girl unit of measurements. Girls don't know any kind of measurements. If you go, what is?
What's a girl unit?
Okay, a girl unit is a pinch. Is like a handful. A bite is a girl unit of measurement. Girls like know food in bites.
Excuse me, buddy. Let's measure our hands, pretty please.
There we
Hang on,
go.
Church, don't do it. They're not part of the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, look. So, okay, gentlemen in the audience, girls understand bites of food, right? When you're eating food...
Well, we
and
know distance and beers.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
But girls just go, I'll just take a bite of your food. What is a bite? It's whatever they want it to be.
Just a bite.
It could be the whole thing of your dinner. It could be the whole piece of your hamburger.
In my mouth.
It could be every single one of your onion rings, but to them it's a bite because they're only having a bite.
I don't do.
Instead of look at this anger. Look at this anger that I'm getting here. Whereas guys just go, hey, can I have half your burger?
Well,
Or I'll just buy my own burger.
Bite of a burger is not half a
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
I'll have a quarter of your burger.
Yeah, see? I can understand that. What's a bite?
I'll have a chip.
What's a bite? I don't know.
Or,
Just give
hang
is
on.
that a taste. What the hell is that? That's not a unit. Just give me a real unit of measurement.
Not to be separated from. Oh, sorry, to be separated from taxing. Now,
Yeah.
that is completely different because if I'm going to tax your food, it's up to my discretion.
Yeah, I know, but you give me a size. If you go, oh look, if we're gonna go out and I go, oh, I'll have half your chips. I understand that.
Or I'm going to give you a chip tax.
Yeah, but you understand what a chip tax is. You
It's
know.
at my discretion
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm the one implementing the tax.
But in the same sense. But you never go, I'm gonna have a bite of your chips. I was gonna have a few of your chips.
No, because I'd say tax because I
Yeah.
want it to. Maybe I want to come back in for some more.
But there's an amount. What I'm saying is, give me a proper amount. I don't want a pinch. Give me like 10
Next time
grams.
around, I will take 30%. I'll impose a 30% tax.
That's fine.
On your chips, a 25% tax on your burger,
And I say,
and a
deregulate that
50%
shit. Buy your own fucking
and a
burger.
50% tax on your milkshake.
You can have all my milkshake. I don't drink milk.
All right, on your beverage.
Here you go. Oh. Kieran, how are we doing for time? Because haven't got the laptop in front of me, so I can't. You can't even tell, can you?
I have to log in.
I hope it's been recording.
Oh, it's been recorded.
That's good.
Yes.
So, look, I got one more article. And speaking of government, how we should deregulate it, an Argentinian man has legally changed his gender to retire early. Sergio, who was divorced as a divorced 59-year-old man, became Sergia under the law that allows him to legally change his gender without going sex reassignment surgery. In Argentina, women can retire at the age of 60, but men have to wait to retire to the age of 65. So he's just changed his gender, and now he can retire.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty good.
Good on him. Well done.
If there's so much,
Oh, sorry. Well done, her. I don't know.
she.
I'm
I'm sure that it's Sergio, but it's Sergio, and really,
Yeah.
he's not going to really give a shit. See, that's the kind of thing I like. If you see a law, just break it.
And you see the loophole,
See the loophole?
and
Why
and
wouldn't
go
ya?
for it. Yeah,
Why wouldn't
exactly.
ya?
No, that's genius thinking.
I like it.
I think that's brilliant. That's good on her.
Kieran, how are we doing for time?
Oh, we're about an hour.
About an hour.
An hour. No, I wanted to say something,
Please.
and this is something probably to the Australian listeners. Anyway, something that's quite,
Yep.
quite serious. The Australian cricket team apparently did the most unfortunate incident of trying to cheat. And I think we have probably gone a little bit too far.
Right.
Because,
So what actually happened? Because I'm not a cricket person.
Yeah.
All I know is that some balls were played with.
Which
And now some people
hang
are-
on,
are going to
we've
jail.
got a cricket episode, so we're a little bit of experts, and I think we can commentate on this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
So go back to our earliest episode, and you can find out the
Episode
cricket
6, the Backyard Cricket Special.
I'm so glad you know these.
Yes.
All right. Well, in short, the Aussie guy, whatever his name is, wanted to get a bit of an instrument and make the ball a bit rough. And apparently, when you spin the ball or something like that, it does something aerodynamics, physics, and you win the game. Right? That's what they wanted to achieve. But they got caught.
Right.
They got caught.
And what did he
And
put
they're
down
idiots.
his pants?
They're idiots because there's TV cameras everywhere. And
Yeah.
of course, they're going to capture. They're bloody idiots. And I think that's what we should be saying. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Go to your room and
Oh, so
be
they're being-
grounded for a day
they're
and
being
then come
suspended.
back. Right?
Are they being suspended?
Oh, probably. I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention.
Right. Great.
Um,
You're telling the story.
Not enough details now, Kieran. I'm gonna add another thing to our bingo cards.
Anyway, there's been some funny commentary. If you look for it on the web, and I think people should check that out.
Yeah.
But the point I wanted to make
Yeah.
was that I think we're saying we're too harsh on these people because it is never I think they're still my heroes
Yeah.
because they're not as bad as the Catholic Church.
Oh,
And I don't think we should be giving
look,
this level
they
of
didn't
blame.
molest a kid. They only touched a cricket ball and not boys' balls.
And I think for that reason, we just need to put things into perspective and lay off them. For a
No,
little bit.
look, you say that, but how many people is the Australian cricket team?
Oh, I don't know, there's a few in there.
12 people? I don't know. What's a cricket team? 12 people? 12 or 13, whatever it is, right?
11, isn't it?
11 or
That's
12.
12th man is the
12 men, right.
yeah.
So, that's 12 men.
Yeah, but
Right.
there's people in reserve. There's
Okay, so
backups.
let's just say 20 people.
If someone's broke their leg, there's a
Let's say
backup.
20. The Catholic Church is significantly larger. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that if
He's good with numbers.
I don't know how many people are in this Catholic Church, right, as priests and bishops and all that sort of stuff. What I'm saying is, if proportionately, would have they committed the same amount of crime, but per capita? That's what I'm worried about.
Absolutely not. No, the Catholic Church is you cannot even compare.
Well, the number that Pope what's the new Pope's name? I don't know.
Benedict.
No,
Francis.
no, whatever.
Yeah.
He said that only, and I recall reading this, that only 2% of priests are pedophiles, which is far too high. Right, but still,
I think the number there is.
It should be 0.
If it's more than 0, there's a problem.
it should be 0. What I'm saying is, they've at least 2% of.
So you're on my side. You're saying,
Yeah, no. But
good on the Australians. We've all been there. We've all tried to cheat somewhere,
Yeah.
somehow, at some
No,
place.
what I'm saying is,
It's just you guys have done it in a more idiotic fashion.
look, I don't care.
When
It's
have
cricket.
when have you cheated and gotten away with it?
I play Monopoly all the time. Thanks for asking.
You admit it.
Sure.
See me, I've never cheated in a game ever.
What?
Never, ever have I ever.
You should drink. Fair enough. I'm very impressed with you, Kieran. That's why you're the CEO, and I'm just the lonely everything else.
Look, as the CEO of this podcast, I'd like to thank our wonderful studio audience for
They've been fantastic.
joining in tonight's podcast.
Yes.
And thank you very much for coming along to the first season.
I can't believe it. You know what? I'm just going to say before you say that, I would like to I did send you a message, but I want to congratulate you on over 1,000 listens on our SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We bloody did it.
That's bloody amazing. Which, when we've probably said this a few times, but when we said out, like, after we got more than 100 listens,
Yeah, we absolutely.
That would be amazing.
But we've got over 1,000.
over 1,000.
We've got over 1,000. We've got 15 followers on there, so the people directly injecting it straight into their bloodstream every single time we put up an episode.
A big shout out to James as well, because we know that
James, oh, what a
lives-
legend! He's got better jokes than you.
Unfortunately, well, no, that's sample size not that great on that poll.
1-to-1.
He did put a poll up.
He did.
And,
It was a great poll.
look, the internal and the external validity of that poll is lacking, but we won't get bogged down in that. But unfortunately, James lives in Sydney, which is a terrible
Sydney
place,
trip. Can we do a
which
Sydney
is-
trip?
I
I
think-
will visit
I think we
James.
should. But if he's ever in Melbourne,
He can come on.
he can come on the show.
Absolutely. Just crash at your house.
That's it.
Bring the kids. Bring the family.
Turch will next season we record at Turch's house. So,
All right. That's good. That's really good for me.
oh, really?
Well, yeah, I could put up some proper soundproofing. I know it's pretty good in the studio here. That metal door really, gets this echo. Woo, 10 out of 10. But I think we can do. I think next season's going to be amazing.
Oh, it is.
But like I said, next season we do have a very special guest coming on. I'm going to make sure I'm going to book him in.
I'll find out on the day.
Yeah.
I'll find out on the day. Enjoy your cruise.
I cannot wait to go on this cruise. I'm going to be so drunk. It's going to be fantastic.
I look forward to hearing all the stories. I doubt that I've ever been on a cruise, but all I can just manage is old retired people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Old retired people, and you've just got to chat. What a shame.
You know what's great?
Sounds like hell for you.
You know what's really bad? I really wanted to bring a pair of white Speedos, but I was not allowed.
Oh, why's that?
I had senior management tell me that.
Well, as the CEO of this podcast, I will deal with them, and I will deal with them.
No.
Yes, and you bring those white speedos.
damn
I expect
right.
a photo.
Anything for you, darling.
Thank you.
Kieran, thank you for an incredible first season of the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's been an absolute blast. We from very humble beginnings of yelling into a microphone, we have continued that tradition all the way up into episode 18 of yelling into microphones, but better quality microphones with a pop filter, and that's what counts.
Absolutely.
We'd love to thank our fabulous studio audience once again.
Yes.
And we will see you next season.
Whoa.
Shut up for a second. Tonight's episode was recorded in front of a live studio audience.